Thank you everyone for taking the time to watch my presentation regarding Hipkins Hospital. Paul, our recommendations are to first reduce the registrar pool from 2 to 1 in order to open a staffing slot. This will allow you to hire 2 new physician assistants and 2 new certified registered nurse anesthetists. Lastly, you should also plan to pool the operating rooms. You should keep your 2 surgeons, your 2 anesthetists, and your 2 environmental services staff. This configuration reduces patient flow time, lowers staff burnout risk, and maximizes profit while staying within your staffing limits. Financially, these changes add $740,000 per year in salary costs. However, surgeon and anesthetist utilization will drop by over 25%, which will reduce their burnout risk. Average patient flow time will decrease from an average of 205 minutes to 140 minutes, which saves over an hour per surgery. Surgical throughput will then be expected to rise from 4 surgeries to 6 surgeries per surgeon per day, translating to $17.6 million in additional annual surgical revenue across the 200 operating days per year. On the left, you can see the typical utilization rates for a simulated run, with our anesthesiologists in red due to their high utilization rate. On the right is data plotted of patient flow times from 5 simulation runs using the base case scenario. Each dot is a patient's flow time for the procedure on either track A or track B. Notice that each vertical row of dots represents the 4 surgeries that was completed for that simulated day. We have an average flow time rate of roughly 200 minutes plus or minus 40 minutes. In the base case, simulation results showed that both surgeons and anesthetists are overutilized, which limits each team to 4 surgeries per day. Meanwhile, registrars are underutilized and the EV staff is performing efficiently. These utilization patterns suggest that the anesthetist bottleneck is the greatest constraint in the system. Now we will see the same plot while implementing our revised strategy. After implementing the revised configuration, the typical simulation results show the remaining registrar's utilization rising modestly, here to 30%, OR utilization dropped due to pooling, anesthetist utilization is now below 70% due to the new CRNA pool. Surgeon utilization decreased here to 55% from the support of the PAs. EV utilization rises slightly, which is healthy and due to the increased overall throughput. Across 5 simulation runs, each surgical team consistently performs 6 surgeries per day, with an average flow time reduced to around 140 minutes, showing improved and predictable patient flow. Here is both the simulated base case and revised strategy plots overlaid to highlight the decrease in patient flow time. I provided this chart for your reference. Individual patient times are provided in the notes section. I'd like to take this moment to point out that patient waiting time is priced at $20,000 per average flow time minute. Given that this new strategy is calculated to save over an hour in patient waiting time, this equates to $1.28 million saved per surgery. Given that we predict to now see 2,400 surgeries per year, this equates to $3 billion in saved patient waiting time. Now, I would like to also point out a few KPIs. We'll notice that we have a predicted increase in 6 surgeries per surgeon team. This will result to an increase in 800 surgeries per year. Therefore, we predict an increase in annual surgery revenue to be $17.6 million. Finally, here's what's driving these improvements. By reducing the registrar pool, it frees up one staffing slot with minimal impact. The only delay we found was a brief 15-minute wait if 2 patients arrive simultaneously. which was very rare. Adding cRNAs relieves the critical anesthetist bottleneck. One cRNA alone was found to increase the daily surgery output by 1, but both cRNAs plus PAs are required if we wanted to consistently achieve 6 surgeries per day per team. Pooling ORs synergizes with the EV performance, improving flow by about 10 minutes per surgery. Increasing EVs beyond 2 yielded no added benefits, while reducing to 1 caused bottlenecks. In conclusion, this optimized configuration decisively defeats the base case, improves profit, improves efficiency, and improves the patient well-being. It provides a sustainable staffing model that reduces the burnout risk and enhances the patient experience. Thank you, Paul, and thank you everyone else for your time.